Hello everybody, this is the Dog H. Weber with another edition of Weber on Sports Express for FingerLakes1.com. Hope you had a great weekend. Let's talk about a bevy of sports articles today on the show. First off, I want to send a special shout out to my good buddy, Billy Tuberville. Billy bowls about 85 average. He's a lousy golfer, but he also doesn't turn down a free drink. And also, he's pretty pathetic because he's one of 4 people that I know in the Finger Lakes region that claim to be Baltimore Oriole fans. That is a sad documentary. Let's flash to the NBA. The Miami Heat reclaim home court advantage with their Game 3 2-point victory over the Dallas Mavs. The Dog, remember, picked the Heat in 6. Now they reclaim home court. Go get them, Heat. I love that team with the big 3. Switching to hockey, of course, the Bruins at broadcast time of this program are in trouble, down 2 games to love. I still think Vancouver's too good for them, and I look for Vancouver to win that series in 5 games. You know, ladies and gentlemen, since I'm a hacker of a golfer, anywheres, I'm shooting about 95 to 104 lately. Got no clue where it's going, and I kind of think my man Tiger Woods is in the same predicament. Will he play in next week's U.S. Open at Congressional? I'm not so sure. But let's flash back and talk about Tiger Woods. 18 months ago, Tiger Woods, if you follow the game of golf, and I know many of you do, had to agree with me that he was the most feared golfer in the entire world. He was a snap to get to Jack's record of 18 majors. He only needs 4, and you know and I know that he would have gotten the 5th to set the all-time major record. His Sunday red shirt bloodied any competitors that were still standing up. Remember the famous red shirt? He still wears it when he plays. But you know what? Things have changed. Let's flash back. Let's talk about the sexcapades. Not the icecapades, the sexcapades. Let's talk about the divorce. Let's talk about the sore knee and all of his other ailments. Right now, in my humble opinion, Tiger Woods is a regular run-of-the-mill PGA golfer, in the same class as an Ed Fiore and a Mark Wilson. Pretty scary thought when you consider 18 months ago he was the world's greatest golfer. Will he ever win again? Maybe. Will he ever win a major again? I don't think so. I think between his head and his injuries and the fact that the other PGA players are saying, bring it on, Tiger. And another thing, 18 months ago, folks, the Tiger had a growl like this. Growl. Now, ladies and gentlemen, think of a little baby kitten. You know what they do? Meow. Tiger Woods, once a great golfer, I think he's done. Let's flash to Geneva, New York, talk about the DeSales raffle. You all know about DeSales trying to keep that fine institution alive. They need a lot of money. They're currently underway with a program, a raffle trying to sell 2,000 $100 tickets. Right now, at broadcast time of this show, they've gotten over 1,200 tickets sold. They're short 800. The problem the Saints are facing is next Wednesday, a week from Wednesday, the 15th of June at 2 o'clock, they're shutting off all tickets. So if you'd like to buy a ticket, you better get a hold of DeSales High School or my good friend Jerry Macaluso of Seneca Falls, who, by the way, is the principal of DeSales. What they're going to do is whatever money they bring in, they're going to take 50% of that money and give it to the school, which they desperately need, and the other 50% they're going to give away cash prizes. They advertise the first place being 50 grand. It may be quite a bit less than that because they're not even close to the 2,000. We wish them the best of luck. DeSales High School from Weber on Sports Express. Hey, you know, Jimmy Senecroby's thinking, here I go again making predictions on the Belmont. The 3rd jewel of the Triple Crown, ready to get underway this coming Saturday from New York. The Dog call me Place Dog. I love second place horses. I don't bet on them to finish second. I always bet on my horses to win. My wife bets win, play, show. Stupid me always bets horses to win. Let's go to the Kentucky Derby. I bet a horse called Nayroll. Where did he finish? Second. Then we, of course, went up to the Preakness. I picked Animal Kingdom. What kingdom am I a member of? The Stupid Kingdom. Where did Animal Kingdom finish in the Preakness? Second. You following the drift? Now, of course, the Belmont. I'm sticking with Animal Kingdom. Don't ask me why. I have no clue. And again, call me second place dog. Go Animal Kingdom. I would recommend on this program not to follow yours truly going to the betting window. Bet on anybody but my nag. because there's no chance in the world that my horse, Animal Kingdom, can win this week's Belmont, the third and final jewel of the Triple Crown for 2011. Well, my person and persons of the week feature is about ready to be unveiled. We're going to go out to Rushville, New York. We're going to spotlight the Marcus Whitman girls lacrosse team. What a wild run they have had in the game of lacrosse. What have they done sensational to make my program? They won their very first ever Class C Section 5 championship. And this past Saturday, they dominated Amherst out of Section 6 by a score of 17-5. What's that do for them? It gives them an opportunity to play this coming Friday, that's right, at SUNY Cortland. They're going to be taking on CBA of Syracuse, New York in the public high school semifinals for girls lacrosse. I am wild about the Wildcats of Marcus Whitman. Congratulations, ladies. And by the way, please join me for my radio show coming up this coming Sunday. We've only got 2 radio shows left before I dedicate myself more here at FingerLakes1.com, doing more videos and maybe some podcasts and a whole lot more. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me. That's a look at sports my way.